Εδώ λοιπόν στο TV War του Mad και του Metal Hammer και όπως είπαμε νωρίτερα στον πρόλογο της απόψινής εκπομπής θα φιλοξενήσουμε έναν νέο και ιδιαίτερα φιλόδοξο καλλιτέχνη που έρχεται από την Γαλλία. Πολύ πρόσφατα κυκλοφόρησε το άλμπουμ του Far From Home, το οποίο μας εντυπωσίασε τόσο για την μουσική του ποιότητα όσο και για την πλειάδα των καλεσμένων που έχει μέσα. Κυρίες και κύριοι, είναι ο Max Enix. Hello Max!
Hello Akos, thanks a lot for the interview. I'm fine, and you? A bit tired, but I'm okay.
All right, that's great. I'm doing fine, thank you very much. Well, before we start, I want to congratulate you for the album Far From Home. It's a really grandiose and ambitious album, very interesting, and congratulations, man, honestly. That's really great.
Thanks a lot. Very honored by your words.
Let's start from the beginning. What did you have in mind when you started working on this project? I mean, did you have in mind to make such a huge thing?
Yeah, I really want to make a difference than the precedent album I have made called Secret Garden under the Constellia name. And this time I really wanted to mark the spirits with something very huge, something very filmic, sort of a movie, and the music that follow in front of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the album really is huge in every aspect. The music is fantastic. There are elements of metal, progressive, symphonic rock, new age music, even hip-hop. And also there is a constellation of guest stars in the album. But the question is, how did you manage to combine all those different things of music in this concept, in this album? Was it something natural for you?
Yeah, all was very, very natural. I have a process of composition with very natural. I compose with my feelings, and all come in a special place, very spiritual way too, and I think some things are guided sometimes during the compositions, and for me, the more hard it is, the more easy it is, because I don't want to do things who are too easy. I prefer the difficulties.
So, how do you describe yourself as a musician? You think yourself as a keyboard player, a piano player, a composer, or a writer in general?
It's difficult to say. I think there are no really words that can describe that. Sometimes it's composer, sometimes songwriter, sometimes singer, or I love to write scripts, scenario, and others, and I think my motivation is taken from the movie, the film in general, the movie in general, and all that goes after that.
Okay, everything you do is very impressive, and I'm wondering, do you have a musical background? Have you studied music?
I have made different things in my life. I sing in different bands, but like Hans Zimmer, for example, I'm self-taught, and I have begun 20 years ago when I was 17 years old to play keyboards and guitars and others. And I have composed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of improvisation compositions. And after all that, I have begun to compose more professional compositions, and all was very very natural in the process. So like Hans Zimmer, I compose first, and then I take an orchestrator, and there's some musicians who do some arrangements.
Falling and swimming and rising again in this city, looking, talking on a line upon the games, believing in.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the guests of the album. There are more or less 30 musicians appearing in Far From Home album. Some of them are very impressive names. I mean, it's Tom from Evergrey, it's Fabio from Rhapsody, of course, it's Damian Wilson, but there are two specific artists I would like you to comment on. Let's get started from Devon Graves from Psychotic Waltz and Dead Soul Tribe. How about your cooperation with Devon?
Devon is a very very cool guy, very very professional. He have listened the song and was very mind blown by the compositions, and he decided to do the job, and some guitar parts too on the song.
Well, the other guest I would like you to comment on is from The Shining, the black metal guy.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
this was very surprising to see this guy performing in your album.
Yeah, I think actually Niklas Barforth is one of the best artists in the world, but lots of people don't understand him because of some things he have made in the past were not very very good, but people change, and I respect his work. His last album is absolutely amazing, a masterpiece, and I think it's an artist who marked our era, and very apocalyptic. But I think he have some parts of truth in his music too, with the world we are living in.
And finished education still only closed are there for beers.
We need to be.
How do you choose your guests? I mean, do you have a huge list and you're checking the names of the available ones? I mean, is everyone you wanted is taking place in this album? Or are there any dream guests that you couldn't approach?
Yeah, I have tried to approach Devin Townsend with Mike Saint-Jean. Mike Saint-Jean is one of his best friends, but he cannot at the moment. So I have tried with Ziltoid, his puppet on one of his albums, but no answer from him too. And I have contacted Arjen Lucassen, who was okay at the beginning, but finally lots of work in his Iron shows and others. So maybe it will be for another time. I have here answer from James Sudbury from Dream Theater too, but at the beginning the composition was not definitive, so he has passed this offer. And lots of other like Marty Friedman, Carl Sanders from Nile, and lots of others.
we're living in the era, we're living in the time of the so-called short span attention. And you did an album that lasts almost 3 hours. I mean, who's gonna listen to this one? Would you say that the average heavy metal fan is gonna listen to Far From Home?
I think lots of people can hear Far From Home. At the beginning, I have no real public for this double album. I think this double album like a movie. So if people like to see some good movies or film or others, Far From Home is for them. Not a sort of music finally. It's for metal, it's for the soundtrack, it's for the hip hop, the rock, the world, the new age, and others. Everyone can find something, I think, in this double album.
The thing I want to say before I let you go is that we are very happy to have young, aspiring and capable musicians in the heavy metal community. Guys like you who work very hard and deliver excellent job. Congratulations, man, once again.
Thanks a lot, Reef. Thanks a lot, really, for your words.
When the world